Productions, and we have just had a wonderful evening watching her play Abigail.
Abigail's Party!
Yay! And it's playing at the
Theater Pass Mirage.
Hotel.
May 3rd.
Right? So you gotta get you guys down. Everybody's gotta come down because this isn't the only show that you guys are having, or like you're not gonna be doing it again after this.
Maybe.
No, well, it's a 2-week run right now.
I hope so. Good reviews, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
And we are hoping to tour it, aren't we?
yeah. We're going to take it all around Canada.
Yeah.
We're gonna take it around the
With our
universe,
budget.
actually.
That'd be good. If you go to the moon, let me know because I love the moon.
Right.
And we're here with my co-host Nick.
Nick, the theater is not really a director's medium. Do you agree with that?
No. Not at all.
Tell me why.
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite.
Yeah, I think so.
In what way?
I think that, I don't know, I mean, to be honest, I didn't start off as director, I started off as an actor with same Anna and Claire, and it just seemed to be that transition.
Okay, it doesn't worry you that once you finish directing the play and the play is on, it's on, you're not really directing it after that point. Is that true?
Yes, in terms of notes, but the thing is, I think you have to hand it over to the actors. And they took it anyway.
Yeah. We're like, get it out of
What
here.
are you talking about?
Okay.
And anyway, so today I was assistant stage manager.
Yeah, he was working backstage
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
Which is great.
We were short
I was like,
staffed.
don't look at me.
We were
Look
short
at me now.
Can I ask you why this play? Why were you drawn to Abigail's Party?
Because I'm a big fan of Mike Leigh, first of all, and I really liked his characterizations. I like the fact that it's very precise. It's absurd, but at the same time, it's very real. And I think it reflects society. So when this play first came out in 1977, lots of his contemporaries criticised him, saying that he was sneering at the lower middle classes. But I don't think he was, because Mike Leigh's actually from the north himself. He's like from Manchester. And he actually wrote a play about us as opposed to about them. If this makes any sense.
Claire, do you bring the character home with you, or can you just leave?
Well, I think she brought it back with her.
Yeah, I
I
think the great thing about acting is that like I always find little bits of myself in every character that I do. So I've definitely left the character in the theater, in the space, but like I was saying to John like a couple of days ago, like I really feel like I'm like Angie, like in the way that like at a party, if it's awkward, I'm gonna be the first one to be like, throw myself under the bus for some like stupid, like just for the sake of like social convenience, you know? So I think that there's definitely, and like I'm never like the drunkest girl at the party, so. That's, remember this party ever, never.
Yeah. And I also told Claire, but I was most like Angie from out of all the characters.
Okay.
It's the girlfriend you always wanted to have. Like it's like one of those girlfriends that I felt like with your character.
Oh,
like one of those girlfriends that you think, oh, I would want, kind of look, and then you just go at like I really want to party with you.
Oh, she's the best.
With you. Like, you really drew me in and everything like that. It was just so great. It was just.
Well, it's interesting with Anna and I too, because we've known each other before. So some of the lines that like when she's like, when I first met you, like I knew I'd like you. That too.
And the characters are actually more similar than they think they are.
I beg your pardon.
Yes.
What? Yeah,
Oh,
like
no.
I'm not kidding. I said this earlier that because I was familiar with the TV show, and it blew my mind how similar that you were able to pull that character from the actual real characters and the script and bring it back, but much more fun. I must say, much more fun, and it was just. Totally terrific, absolutely.
Thank you.
And I think what was interesting with these characters, even though they are absurd, like the way that everyone's painted, they're very real as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you could feel that with each character too. Like you could really pull it out. Like that was what was so wonderful about it. The realism and you could relate to today. Anyone could like pull themselves into where each character would be.
Yeah, and then that there's like a slice of like, people that you know in everyone.
Exactly.
Which is like why it makes it also like a contemporary piece well.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah.
a period piece.
Yeah. So what's next for you?
That's a good, the tour.
The world tour. Abigail's tours.
Yes, absolutely.
There's gonna be a lot of
But it depends on which furniture we have. I only like to do plays run where we have in the house.
Ah.
But there's others already.
It's crazy. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Well,
You guys were too young, though, to be in the mid-70s, so how would you know?
Well,
I was actually born in 1970.
You were born in 1970?
Yeah, so I'm a 70 child. So, like, I was like, I think I was like the same to Anna. Like, when I was like a child, like I was 7 or 8, I remember that house. I remember everything about it. I remember all the aesthetics, the way he was like, he was very. I think that's what drew me to this place was because I actually knew it. I really do. It's actually something on my family.
Oh my God.
In the best possible way. But,
I mean, some of
Look at the women's fashions that you're wearing in the park.
Yeah.
Do you like them? Do you hate them?
Angela's fashion.
Beverly looks
Angela.
great.
Yes.
We got my dress at Black Market on Queen Street West for $10.
That's so
And I was going to the Canadian Screen Awards and I was like, should I wear this tonight? Because it's really nice. We were worried that maybe it was too nice, but then we added all sorts of tacky jewelry to it to make
I
it
noticed
less
that.
nice. Less nice, right? Yeah, you like the tacky jewelry,
I
right?
do.
Yeah.
Actually,
But it has to be this crazy dress that's like over the top for an evening like that.
in a house.
In a house.
Yeah.
Like in a house. Why would you wear a backless dress in a house?
You're super hot.
But this woman, it was hard to dress her down.
Yeah.
Like, it was really hard to make her not hot. Because she's
absolutely. Yeah, she is.
so like she
The lipstick and glasses kind of really, and the white thing.
the white tights and sandals.
That add the kind of like tackiness that you need kind of for your character.
And
To go,
listen,
I don't want to talk to that girl, but I want to be your best friend.
Yeah.
And she get to know you. It's totally incredible.
That's totally it. I don't want to talk to her, but I want to be your best friend.
Yeah, yeah. But we all have those secret best friends, don't we, girl?
See her best friend.
Yeah.
Keep her around.
We can only be your friend like outside, but when at lunchtime, I'm sorry I can't talk to you.
Right.
But we're
Very
gonna
like
be there watching for
middle
smoke.
school. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what kind of made me so fantastic.
But the thing with the glasses is that Claire can put them onto right at the very last minute.
Oh.
So it wasn't like she starts off wearing those glasses and made the glasses.
Oh.
They completely around.
That's interesting.
And that was the last touch. And it was always touch and go whether you were actually wearing them.
It pulls the character more,
Yeah.
I feel, which is fantastic.
It was hard when she first put them on in our first rehearsal with
Yeah,
them.
The color lipstick. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's really good. So what would you advise to young girls who are getting into the industry now with this going on? How to toughen up the belts and how to kind of like...
Well, I think that like I don't know, we're moving into a world where women, I mean, hopefully, all sorts of people have different or in different positions of power, and maybe we move out of that structure where men are 75% of the directors, but like artistic directors, but also like I feel like that's the casting couch thing just like gives men a bad name too, and I would like to be like an idealist and be like, you know what, like we're all, yes, nepotism is a thing that happens in this day and age, as it always has, but like I don't know, I've never experienced that, like I've never had anyone be towards or anything like that, and I'd say to young women, like if they want to do this job, like it just takes like, you just gotta stick it out.
You gotta stick it out, and it's not.
So there's a lot of us.
There's a lot of women, and it's not easy. It just, for young women, I would say see as many plays and read as much as you can, and have as interesting a life outside of this business as you can, because this business is ridiculous. So if you're varied and curious and interested in other stuff.
Marlon Brando said, actors, so what? Acting is nothing. Everybody acts every day of their lives. Do you agree? Or is acting a much more valuable art form than what he's saying? Or did say, I should say.
I always get weirded out when I tell people that I'm an actor and they're like, oh, you must be acting right now. And
Oh, no, that's
I'm
weird.
like, I'm like, no, I'm not acting right now. I don't know. I personally think it's really fun, so
Yeah, it is.
it's not that hard. Like
It's really fun.
it's challenging, but it's not hard.
It's a joy because, like, we're doing what we want to do with our lives, and that's the total privilege and a joy. But it's not easy. And I think sometimes people are like, oh, you're an actor. I always thought I could be an actor. And it's like, well, it's hard. Like it does take a lot of training and a lot of focus and a lot of discipline and sacrifice.
And I think it takes a certain personality type too that can like open to receiving other people's energies and learning from other people's energies, and then adopting them as their own, or like finding that own source within yourself. So I think that it's like, I don't know, not everyone can do it. Like I can't, like, you know, I don't like heights. Like I would never do it. You know, work on the CN Tower.
But it makes sense though.
But if Martin Scorsese said, I've got a part for you, a really good part, and it's going to have heights in it, what would you say?
I'd be like, okay, Mark.
You take just that.
I don't know. I might feel like I'm gonna die.
But I mean, it is pretty. There are moments in rehearsal. There's moments before performing where you're like, this is insane. This is terrifying. This is like impossible. This is a mountain. This is exhausting. There's moments where you're like, oh my god, how am I going to do this? But it wouldn't be worth it if it didn't have such a challenge, right?
Do you read reviews?
I appreciate like audience.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, audience reaction is wonderful.